Welcome into our studios here in Los Angeles. Steve Weissman, Paul Annacone, Hall of Famer Lindsay Davenport. My goodness, what an incredible match we just witnessed. 3 hours and 15 minutes. Lindsay, for Diego to win the biggest match of his life and back it up in that fashion.
Yeah, there's so many things to be impressed about tonight's match. First of all, the level of play, the entertainment value. But you're right, Steve. That was an incredible performance by Diego. Again, last night, incredibly emotional for him to get his first win over one of the big names and take out Nadal in straight sets. But then to back it up when maybe he thinks, okay, I should win this match or I could win this match. He played so well. He fought so hard. The rallies were incredible. As Ted said, 90-minute third set. Level was off the charts here.
I got to give Ted credit. He picked a tiebreak at the start of the third, and it was only fitting. These guys just battled. It was amazing to watch. And for Schwartzman, I think the key is, Lindsay, you know, to come back from a match like that's really difficult. I think it kind of helped that he's 28 years of age, that he's kind of been through things like this, not as likely to have a big letdown. But to watch that level and to see Shapo play like that for 3 sets, he's been amazing for the last 3 weeks. Denis Shapovalov is really going to a new level, I think.
That may have been the best match we've seen all year. 2 gladiators going blow for blow. Full highlights later in the show. The winner of that one taking on the winner of this one. Novak Djokovic. As Diego has his first Masters 1000 final. Djokovic looking to get his record-setting 52nd first meeting with Casper Ruud. 21-year-old Paul with the most clay court wins on tour this year, and he started quickly.
Yeah, Casper Ruud is a terrific dirt baller, just like his dad, Christian. And we've seen Casper before. We saw him play great down in Houston a couple of years ago. Novak was very frustrated the first set, saved a couple of set points, but nothing was easy. Ruud was doing a terrific job, a couple sloppy errors at that 5-6 game. That to me was more about Novak being angry than actually pumping himself up. He was frustrated, but did a terrific job to get through 7-5 the first set. And Ruud is a terrific competitor. That was a little right-handed Rafa. We've seen Rafa do that left-handed. That is an incredible angle off of that overhead. But Novak got a little bit more settled in the second set, got the break, and then here on match point did what Novak usually does. A couple of good gets, finds a little gap, and I'm sorry, that was add-in, but gets the hold there, does Ruud, but then Novak solid in the end. He did a good job. A little bumpy the first set, but he really played well after that.
37 winners for Novak Djokovic, and he will go for his 5th title in Rome. Taking a look at the weeks at number 1, just past your guy Pete Sampras, Paul. So now with his sights on Roger Federer, Novak Djokovic will also go for his 36th Masters 1000 title. That'll break a tie with Rafa Nadal. It's all about history for these big 3 right now, Paul.
Yeah, I think everything these guys are doing is about history. The margins are so narrow at the top of the game, and they're playing against themselves and the 3 most accomplished players in the same era. We'll have a little a speed bump tomorrow playing Diego Schwartzman. It's going to be a challenge. Schwartzman's been so good these last couple nights. I hope he has enough fuel in the tank tomorrow. That's what I'm a little worried about against Novak. All the emotion to beat Rafa and then all of the other energy summoned up to get through today. I just hope Diego Schwartzman comes in with a full fuel tank and can push Novak.
It's always a challenge in Rome with the semis split, 1 day and 1 night already.
That's
and then
rough.
when the night match is as physical and as long as that one is, it does not give Schwartzman enough time really to recover. Maybe he'll be okay, but it's a big ask to beat Rafa in a night match.
Turn around.
Then 3.5 hours or so against Shapovalov. Oh, and by the way, you got to play Novak tomorrow afternoon. That's going to be a tough ask.
He's never won against Novak Djokovic. He's taken 3 sets off of them, all coming on clay.
Oh,
so can look to that. It was 0-17 against the big 3. Got his first win against Rafa. See if he can keep it going. It's been a dream run for Diego Schwartzman in Rome. Meantime, on the women's side, Simona Halep on a 12-match win streak coming into this one. Last loss, Lindsay, came to Garbiñe Muguruza in Australia earlier this year.
Yeah, but Halep's got the upper hand in this rivalry on the clay. And Muguruza, she's had a lot of tough matches this week. She had a tough draw and started to break down a little bit. Halep was more solid in the first set. Halep up a set and a break. And this is where Mugu was able to find an extra gear and able to mount a comeback. Started feeling her legs, so she started going a little bigger. Halep got a little bit negative at the end of that second set, and on to a third we go. Muguruza, though, was a bit out of energy in the third set. Halep was able to get off to an early lead, and Halep had all sorts of energy. She's been moving around the court beautifully in Rome all week. Gets out to a 3-love lead, then gets out to a 5-1 lead. Muguruza starts to come back, but a couple of double faults at the end sealed the win for Halep.
8 double faults for Muguruza. 4 came on break points. You saw the one on match points. So Simona Halep is still going to go for her first title in Rome. Now we flash back. The last loss in Rome for Karolina Pliskova, May 16, 2018, against Maria Sakkari. She lost her cool after this moment, Lindsay.
Yeah, this was at 5-all in the final set. This is one of those calls that will go down in history as one of the worst calls of all time. The ball was like a foot in. And at 5-all in the third, when the call goes against you, and Pliskova was not happy. And good news, though, for Pliskova, that was her last loss. Dented the chair, got fined for that big time.
She got it out of her system and rebounded well.
Yeah, won the tournament the next year, and she is still going here.
All right.
Yeah, all Czech battle here against the 21-year-old Marketa Vondrousova. And it was the veteran who came out on top.
Yeah, Pliskova just had a little bit too much power for Vondrousova. Vondrousova had a great win yesterday over Svitolina and really toyed with Svitolina in that match. Only lost 3 games. Different story today. Pliskova served well. She was also hitting big off the ground, and Vondrousova was very rushed. Didn't have enough time to create her angles or as many good drop shots as she wanted. Pliskova moved around the court really well, and she is going to be in the final again 2 years in a row, trying to defend it. A tough ask, though, tomorrow against Halep.
6-2, 6-4. Pliskova moving on. Says she actually has played some of her best matches on clay. Has a little more time to play her game. So the 12th meeting in this rivalry between Simona Halep, Karolina Pliskova. Halep's won 13 in a row. Pliskova, Paul, is your defending champ. 7-4 head-to-head for Halep, but Pliskova has won the last 2. What do you make of this final?
You know, I actually think the clay, although it helps Simona with the movement, it helps Pliskova because it gives her a little bit more time. So if Pliskova serves well and she can take advantage and get some looks at Halep's second serve, I think she's got a good shot. But Lindsay said it, Simona's been moving so well this week and defending incredibly well. Can Pliskova hit 1 extra ball every rally? That's a tough ask. I'm leaning towards Halep.
Halep said, thank God it is not Alina Svitolina, because she lost the past 2 finals when she's reached the final against Svitolina. What can Halep do to affect Pliskova on this surface?
She's got to get Pliskova moving, get her out of that middle of the court. And Halep's normally very good at that when she throws in her angle. She can throw in some short balls on purpose. And Halep also, she's got to defend well. She's got to get those first serve returns back in the court, and she's got to make Pliskova hit that extra ball like Paul was talking about. Pliskova can play great, but she can also start making a lot of errors. And when you play Halep, you feel like you need to hit an extra shot or 2 or 3 each rally. That might cause some errors from Pliskova.
Cannot wait for the finals on Monday. They're going to be 2 spectacular ones.